Week 11, Enlivening the Heart. And the first line says, God knows everything. And we have been thinking, okay, only God knows. What do we know? Oh, everything is done by God. What do we do? So here in this chapter, we are connecting one more link, understanding what our relationship is with God and the nature and how creation works. You don't want to take the responsibility. You don't want to live with abundance of knowledge, wisdom, love, and everything that is out there. And it is the simple line said in chapter number 9 that whatever is out there in this creation is for your use, for your happiness, joy. And you only need to claim it with love, gratitude, and forgiveness. And that is what is our creating formula is very simple. It's not difficult at all. Whether it is our thought that we want to claim, correct, or anything from the nature outside, it's just the same. So find it easy, make it easy, enjoy it, sing it, claim it, and dance with a newer version of yourself. It is happening right in the moment when we are saying this formula at our heart center. So with that, I would like to welcome Nehaji to continue further session today. It's going to be so wonderful. So welcome, Nehaji.
Thank you. Thank you, Preeti. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be with everyone and learning this amazing chapter. So I'm very grateful that everybody is joining and working on themselves. So as we are understanding this current chapter, Enlivening Your Heart, we should also go back and look how it all started in the second phase of the book, where we first learned about creating an inventory of our desires to know what we want. And then we created a formula. We learned how to make that formula, how to work around that formula to manifest those desires. And why the formula was given is important to understand, because we have learned and we have read a lot about manifestation, but we generally miss to work on our thoughts, the internal deep subconscious thoughts. So if those deeper thoughts are not taken care of, then the manifestation doesn't work. So in this chapter also, we have to use this same 7-part sentence and create a claim to empower and enliven our heart. So like Preeti ji already reminded that we have to make the claim, dance and sing with the claim. So we need to have that feeling with us, because it's not a very complicated formula. It's pretty easy to understand the structure of it. So it is to have fun, creating your own affirmations and giving power to it and making them, seeing them happen also in your life. So, so the main focus on both the chapters is to work on our thoughts, change of thoughts, and the action on thoughts also. So even if you get one thought while doing the practice, it is okay. Act on that one thought is needed now. So important is that you follow through with that new thought. The first you get the conflicting thought, then you correct that thought. So you follow through that thought, because mind will come up with the conflicting thought, and you have to again and again consciously put that thought again which you have claimed. So repeat it all the time so that you can see the change happening. We are rewiring, retraining our programming. So you will gradually see the changes happening. So the mind may be very, very busy to fix everything very quickly, get the thoughts, work on it, and bug fix done. But it doesn't work like that in the domain of heart. It is very different. The heart likes to fully feel and experience that thought. And then internally, if it feels like that, then only it will reflect externally. So it's a very long-term process that we have to continuously do. So the the chapter makes it easy by giving us, breaking the thing down, that this is how you need to work on your thoughts. So this chapter, we are working on this claim of enlivening and empowering the heart. So if anybody would like to share what they have made, if they have read the chapter, and if they have used the formula, would anybody like to share, so that it's clear to everyone? Has anybody made the formula?
That is what I was wondering. That's what I was wondering.
Yeah. Okay, Geeta ji is here. Yes, Geeta ji.
जी आत्मवंदन सभी को. Okay, so the formula which I have made is God and I claim and accept thoughts of enlivening and empowering my heart with forgiveness and thanks. Amen.
Yes, this is the sentence part of it. This is what we have to do. But the thought part, we have to incorporate in that formula, whatever thought is coming. So I'll come to the thought part. Yeah, I'm sure you must be working on the thoughts separately. But yes.
Yeah, the thought part was like God and I claim and accept the thought that I am all-knowing intelligence. I am smart. I know everything. I'm worthy, with forgiveness and thanks. Amen.
Amen, definitely Amen. And so thank you again for sharing. I'm sure this will add to the clarity also. Now I'll just, this all-knowing intelligence part also reflects on the creative power of God. We have read in the first paragraph, the interaction of molecules, the seasons, the states of physical matter, spiritual. I mean, how creative is God? So, and it is happening as a spontaneous process. It is going one after the other. New things are coming, old things are going. So that is the law of creation that is happening continuously. So when we claim, we look for thoughts which also kind of hinder our creativity or enjoyment of things around us at this stage of awakening, because we are all going through a stage of awakening. So that's why it says, now we know the knowledge. We know that we can tune into any of the God's thought, and we can claim that intelligence. So there is no point of missing the take, no point of mistake. So, and we are suffering because only because our intellect says something and our heart says something else. You don't know where and how to move forward in this phase. We are somewhere in the head, somewhere in the heart. We are not able to really find our place in this stage. So like it says here also, that the intellect can only tell us, in your heart, that what you're doing is right, even though your intellect may not understand and may even argue against it, because the intellect is based on the sum total. It is giving a solution based on the sum total of all the experience it has. So it says, okay, A plus B is equal to C. That's how it sees things, but the heart doesn't see it like that. So, and now heart sees the larger picture and then offers the solution. So since it also says that the intellect is limited to the sum total of experiences, since you separated from the higher self. So the intellect assumes that it is a separate identity, and it takes charge of things, and it thinks it is the one controlling everything, and God is somewhere else, I'm somewhere else, so that way the gap is too big. And it says that I have so much experience, I know what is right and wrong, and it is very convinced. Intellect is very, very convinced about the belief systems it has. It says this is the right belief system, and I will, take any decision based on that. So now we are in transition phase where we are working on our beliefs, on our thoughts, our foundation. Till now, whatever we had learned, our foundation is shaky now. So it is letting go of our old patterns. And now we are moving slowly from the head space to heart space. So really really enjoy things from heart space. So all this is very, very confusing for the mind, for our intellect, because it's losing its identity, it's losing its patterns it had till now. So it starts to kind of shrink in. So it may happen, most of you would experience it at this stage, that you don't enjoy the things that you used to enjoy before. You don't connect with people. Even our closest relationship, there is a bit of lack of communication, lack of connection. You might feel very inwardly at this stage. So so you're not really sure where to strike that balance. So you feel sort of unhappy, but again, you know, but we also know that we are well looked after, by the divine intelligence. So here we are told to trust your heart in this process, where the mind would say, no, you enjoyed these things, come on, let's do these things. And the heart is saying, no. So no, I want to, be in my shell, and I want to do this spiritual course or something like that. So in this process, what happens, that our egoic tendencies are there. The mind was clinging to some attachments, and the mind will now cling to some other attachments. It will wear a spiritual robe. It will put on that identity, that I'm a very spiritual person. I don't need to dress up so fancy, and I don't need to go to fancy restaurants or do anything like that. No party, nothing. I want to just be by myself. So this before that happens, we have been given a tool to listen to our heart. Whatever we feel, we do those things, and not take away from, not shrink away somewhere. So trust this process. Whatever you feel, if you feel good about something, do it. The mind will, because mind is now like a little child whose toys have been taken away. So in this case, whatever we have fed, whatever beliefs we have fed to our ego, they are taken away. We learned something about forgiveness, that concept is taken away. Some other concept has been given. So how to digest this? So, and how to keep this flowing? That is why we need to enliven and empower our heart at this stage, so that we don't get stagnated at this point and we can grow from here. So the thoughts that may come at this stage is, we also sometimes not care about our body anymore, because we feel this body is just here to, this body is going to die or something like that. There's no relevance. So why to care about this body? And then we feel that since nobody is understanding me or my point of view, I'll not talk to them, something like that. Or we feel that pleasures or of any kind is not good for spiritual people, desires of any kind. And spiritual people are not that creative, something like that. Those thoughts or might come. So this is some examples, some train of thoughts that come during awakening. So look out for those thoughts which you are feeling right now, which you maybe the people who are really doing the practice and in the flow might get those thoughts. So incorporate those thoughts in the claim and release the claim. Then the whole purpose here is to be in touch with our current feelings. They are valid, but they are still not the truth. They are some sort of illusion also, only. So work on your current feelings, open your heart more, and do what it takes to open your heart. Sing, dance, enjoy, have a good time with your family and friends. It's our birthright to enjoy things. So now, since we are becoming aware of our divine nature, that is not going anywhere. Now we know that we are made in the image of God, and that could not be, that God part cannot come out of us. So you might as well enjoy those moments with awareness of our divine nature, with awareness that we are love. So this is one part of the practice where we have to focus on these kind of thoughts and see what is interfering with me enjoying my life more at this stage. So the another part, the signal part, is to empower ourselves with another tool to tap into the all-knowing intelligence aspect. Because in this transition phase, where we feel half in the head and half in the heart, decision-making becomes very difficult. So to make it easier and to trust on our heart more, to our inner voice more, we have been given this tool so that we develop this ability to connect with our whole self and also know from our heart, based on, it's like building up on your intuition only to know if something is a yes or no for me. So in the book, a signal of head moving from right to left and left to right has been written as an example. So and it is also written that don't be a victim to a particular signal. So you don't have to be tied up with this signal. It is only to experience that signal, if to experience the flow, because now the mind is moving to a very unknown zone and a very vast place, and it is very scared. So you have to slowly, that is why, to train your mind to see the good things, enjoy the good things, and also move it to the whole self. So that way, if we trust more on the cosmic intelligence, our body will also respond like that. Our body is a very intelligent machine by itself. Every cell has a memory of its own. So if we slowly align ourselves more with the feelings of the heart, our body also responds that way. So if you already have some kind of signal, because everybody gets a signal, whether you are in meditation or you're not in meditation, but we don't recognize it. So if you're aware of it and you are comfortable with that signal, make that practice more intense for you so that you get it whenever you want it. And if you don't have, then you can do the practice in the book or make a signal of your own by training your subconscious to respond, to feel the response and act on the basis of that feeling. So it is important to trust what you are doing and just let it happen. Take it slow, take it easy. It is all you and your efforts. Don't have to keep doing it. It is a way to open our heart, trust our heart more. So the last paragraph is very, very important, that throughout the week, simply be aware that your heart is opening, trust your feelings, act on them. So the act on them has to be underlined. Your creating formula is enlivening and empowering your heart. This is the connection to God's thought, which is all knowledge. Its input will be in the feelings of the heart. So enjoy it. So this last paragraph is the takeaway from this chapter, that the feelings of the heart will be the key to that all-knowing intelligence. So that's how I would just end with the summary. If there are any questions, we can.
The last paragraph is the reward of the chapter. Take this laddu and enjoy. So your heart is opening every day. Just trust that feeling. And the first paragraph is the key why we are doing this. As Nehaji said, that now the intellect is taken away from you, that you have been building upon and thinking, okay, these are my safe practices. I can walk on, street and take any further challenge. But we do not really open our creativity, if you see that, because we are afraid of failure. We do it once, but we are afraid of doing twice because we may think, oh my God, if I could not do it like before. Right? So that mistrust comes. This chapter talks about enlivening and empowering our heart. So the wisdom, the knowledge, they make us, they empower us actually. They enliven us. First, they give us the joy, the fruit, the juice, that, okay, these are the knowledge I have been seeking. And that knowledge part is in the first paragraph, that we know the nature, we know the law of nature, we know everything out there, how the atom is created, how the nature is running, and how it is created. You know everything because God knows everything. These are one with God thought. He did not do it out of his thought, anything. And we are one with that thought. So we know everything. But why we are not using it? So here, first, you know that you can use it, not depending on that small intellect part, not depending with that little self of you, but your higher self has everything. This is not Neha's wisdom or Shailesh wisdom or somebody's wisdom, and we don't have access to that. We are always connected to that supercomputer that gives us all that we need to know, all that we need to live, and that empowers us. So that the two qualities of what all-knowing, omniscient, and the omnipotent, they are all together connected. So first, we know that we know it, and then the capacity, the strength, it increases within us that, yes, I'm here to take this challenge now. What I need to do, it will come to me because my heart is open now, open to learn, open to express. That is the beauty of this life, why we are doing. So that says why mankind is made. So what is the purpose of human on earth? What are we doing here? Everything is one with God's thought. And we have been seated with those thoughts. And always we have been seeking such. There is one end to an experience. We create another experience just to fulfill this life. And just remember that we are again aligning ourselves with God qualities unknowingly. Not knowingly, unknowingly we are doing that. So enlivening and empowering our heart is making our heart open to all the wisdom. Now you are ready to channel. Now you are ready to take, know, and your soul enjoys it. Whatever you want to do, just live or share or write. You feel the joy. This is the powerful chapter about, we being all omniscient, we being omnipotent. And here, everything is on our course. And then definitely our higher self is always there guiding us. We have been getting different signals, but we don't know what it is for. We don't understand that language. And beautiful chapter reading is done yesterday, and we can hear to that many times too. Just make it yours, that we are that comfortable with all that is being communicated from other end. Everything around us starts speaking. We are never left alone. The mind leaves us in separation, but the heart, initially it is a transition time. So sometimes those feelings are not known, but our heart will take us to that oneness we are seeking to experience. And then there further chapter, we would know what are the other factors to feel the completeness, to feel the perfection, to feel the wholeness, why we are lacking after even having these. So first, we, in chapter number 9, after listing two true desires, we have come and with the creating formula, we created only to enable ourselves, whatever we have been thinking that I don't have, or I don't deserve, I'm not enough. Starting from there, now I exist, and now exist with much bigger capacity of embracing the knowledge, of living that knowledge, of sharing joy. That enlivened heart brings all that. That's what we have been doing as a human being here on planet Earth. And so slowly it becomes part of us, naturally, which shift the way we have been living. The joy in the movie might not be there anymore. The joy of reading or explaining or understanding, or that wow moment or aha moment could come from learning any new things. Very great examples given by Nyaji on few thought that comes as a transitioning to a spiritual world, leaving that old world. We might be attached to, sometimes, okay, you are leaving your family, you're not going for a movie with them or for dinner or for friends, that reunion. So sometimes you really think about, are those precious, or am I doing this? Okay, this today I'm going to practice this. I might have this question, or I want to stay here. Both the choices are correct, but the mind dwells on what is good and what is not good. what if and what if not, and we waste so much energy with whether we can easily pick any of that, because the line it says that there's the paragraph where it says that, you know, for your highest best, there's something like that, right?
The heart knows. Yeah.
That suffering part, mistake you take to mistakes. I want to read that line. I don't want to make my
How silly it is to wonder what course of action
yes.
is in your wisest interest. Yeah.
Yes, right. So it is that simple, that nothing is less, you know, whatever we go with, we can't do wrong when we are aligning ourselves with God qualities. We can't go wrong. So just allow yourself to flow. And then, you know, once we start here, next chapter take us to bigger practice, and it becomes easier, especially with this chapter. Everything becomes easier because now we are fulfilling, empowering ourselves with wisdom, with our own wisdom. All knowing. That's all from my end. Thank you, Nehaji. Beautiful summary. I really enjoyed it. And I could not stop myself from sharing what I've been going through, because I've been also reading and getting a lot of clicks, beautiful clicks.
The last night I had a whole download of information. So I had to put it somewhere. So, but it's nice that, you know, these are the things we feel while we are in this process, and it has been talked about in this chapter, though it is very discreet, but these are the hidden things that we need to understand from this chapter, the takeaways. And this phase is going to be there. It will be coming. It's not like it's once it's taken care of, it will never come back. Some other things will come, some other things. So every time we evolve, we have to go through some sort of this kind of phase, but we won't be as shaken as now. So, but we'll be more in control of things. So,
yeah, we started with that creating. Sorry, Nehaji. Yeah, we started with creating formula, right? And there you asked for thoughts of correction. So take that corrected thought in chapter number 10, in the last paragraph, it says that incorporate that corrected thought in your creating formula now. So that will be on your individual list, right? So first knowing that, like you, Geetaji mentioned, I'm worthy, I'm enough, I'm creative. So put that thought in that creating formula and feel it. God and I claim and accept my worthiness with thanks and forgiveness. Amen. So feel that and create for all such thought. Create this formula for yourself in your notebook. Write it down. Sometimes just go and read, enjoy, see what else comes, and write this. Keep writing this creating formula with new thoughts, corrected thoughts.
Should we move into meditation for the practice so that we get more clear about?
I would like to take his input.
Yes, definitely. I think.
No. Lot of input both of you have given. Let us proceed. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, masters, then we get ready for meditation now. Let's be comfortable. Sit in a comfortable posture first. Take off your glasses. If you need to drink water, take a small break. You can come and get into the posture. Please close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and out. Relax into this moment. Feel the space where you are sitting. Come to this moment, feeling everything around you. Feeling the surface beneath you, that seat supporting you, grounding you. Let's breathe in and take it all the way down to our navel. And exhale all through the mouth. Open yourself up a little bit. Loosen yourself a little bit. Relax completely. Although it may seem a lot right now, but trust the all-knowing intelligence. Everything is for your wisest interest. Let's breathe in again. Take our breath deep to the base of the spine and bring it all up. Exhaling through our mouth again. Connect with this all-knowing intelligence of our breath. Our breath changes, alters itself if we are stressed, worried, and if our state of mind is calm, it is also calm. Observe this natural flow of breath. Let it slowly rest in your heart space. Our breath is leaving what we don't need right now. It knows that we are ready for a change and open for this change to happen. Our breath is also the bridge between our conscious and subconscious. Just follow it. Be watchful of the thoughts that are coming in right now. Thoughts from the day, thoughts from the discussions. Just observe them. Don't force them out. Let them sink. keeping your focus on your breath. Let all the thoughts rest. Gently letting them know that you will meet them later if needed. Completely. Come in with yourself as is in this heart space. Heart needs you without any masks, any attachments, any fantasies. Any expectations. Follow this feeling of coming into love with love. And being one with love. If at all there are still some thoughts, unconscious, conscious in your aura, let's clear and close our aura. To all uninvited influences in my aura, I send you love and light. You are all whole and healthy. Each of you was created as love and light, and you are still love and light. Each of you feel no pain now. You are not afraid. Each of you has a perfect place to go. And I ask my higher self to take you there now. Can use the name if you have. Each of you go peacefully. I close my aura to everyone except my higher self. As I'm ready to communicate, to know more about my thoughts, that empower and enliven my heart, the thoughts that do not let me empower and enliven my heart. Center yourself by asking the signal from your higher self. My dearest higher self, can you give me my signal? Feel what you're feeling. Notice the similar sensation, the feeling that you have whenever you get this signal. It's a go ahead from your higher self to go deep into this process. When our mind is clear from the constant chatter. And ready to listen to the wisdom of our hearts. Feel this energy. We are unified with our higher self. The formula that we use today is God and I claim and accept thoughts of enlivening and empowering my heart with forgiveness and thanks. Amen. Being with God first makes it easy, as that is the center of our being, of whatever we do and whatever we think. And we are now tuning into that thought of all knowledge. So feel gratitude that you are able to make this connection. He has created everything for our use and enjoyment. then what are those thoughts that stop us from enjoying God's creation? So let's place our trust with feeling all the God qualities. God is love. God is light. God is truth. God is happiness, joy, and compassion. God is omnipresent. Everywhere I look, I see God's perfection. The ocean, the trees, the sun and the moon, the little buds which are opening, my hands, my fingers, my whole body is perfection. God is peace and gentleness. God is without judgment. God is omniscient intelligence. One who has created everything, knows about everything. I am omniscient intelligence. What I create, I know everything about that thought. As it is a part of God's thought too. I am light. I am truth. I am happiness, joy, and compassion. I am also omnipresent. I am made in the image of God. So I am perfection. I am peace and gentleness. I am non-judgmental. I am infinite energy. And I claim now that I enliven and empower my heart to bring me my all-knowing intelligence. I accept my all-knowing intelligence. Let's be aware. Feel connected with higher self and ask, my dear higher self, the name. Now please reveal to me the thoughts that prevent my heart from opening to all wisdom. It's a friendly conversation between you and your higher self. So let it bring up thoughts. That make you feel lost, disconnected. Let your heart open to this wisdom, to this beautiful gift of creation. If you're feeling demotivated, lack of energy, or you're feeling too emotional, write all those thoughts. one at a time. We correct them, we act on them. Is there anything that you liked doing before, but now you don't? Notice what holds you back. What are those thoughts? What are those thoughts that block our creativity? Write the thought and write the correct thought next to it, because that will be our claim for today. These are your true feelings. Only you know them, how you feel in deep inside of your heart. And your higher self understands this. It is ready to give you all the wisdom that you need. The more freely you express, the more open you are to the wisdom by your higher self. Let's heal and release of the conflicting thoughts and repeat, I heal myself and release the thought that I am not creative, or anything that you might have written. I heal and release all my thoughts, known or unknown, conscious or subconscious, that interfere with this claim of all-knowing intelligence. My thoughts are in perfect harmony with God's thought. My thoughts are now one with God's thought. My heart is in state of forgiveness. The thoughts that made me believe that I am something separate from God. I forgive all those thoughts, give love to all those thoughts, give love to all those people. I thank God for my all-knowing intelligence. I'm grateful for all this knowledge. Repeat your claim. God and I claim and accept the thought that I am all-knowing intelligence and I know everything. with forgiveness and gratitude. Amen. I leave this claim to God and the natural laws of creation. My claim is now created. That is the nature of natural law. Amen. Let your heart feel this claim, believe in this claim. You know how your heart would feel once it feels this claim. You know how that experience would be. Mentally play it in your head. It is happening right now. Breathe in, breathe out. And let's get ready to communicate with our higher self with a specific signal of yes and no. If you feel connected with your higher self, then totally relax your body. You feel relaxed. Just keep your attention on the heart. And say, "Dear higher self, please give me a yes signal by moving my head 3 times from right to left." Let it happen without any expectations. Be mindful of any other sensations. Do not resist any movement. You can ask again, dear higher self, please give me a yes signal by moving my head 3 times from right to left. When your head comes to the starting point, check if you are still connected with your higher self signal. And then say, ask for a no signal. Dear higher self, please give me a no signal by moving my head once from right to left. Whatever comes easy, whatever comes natural, let it happen. Trust in the process. Trust in your all-knowing intelligence. Dear higher self, please give me a no signal by moving my head once from right to left. Be open to observe anything, whatever your body is telling you, your heart is telling you. Trust on that guidance. Once your head is back at the center, and if you feel there's another signal that you observed, you could take a note and practice it again. Take a deep breath in and out. Thank your higher self for all the wisdom, all the knowledge, all the love that you have received. Your heart center is radiating a lot of love to you, to everyone around you. It is very much connected to the creation. It can never be disconnected. It is here to enjoy things, feel things, fall in love with new things. Appreciate, be grateful for things that we have. We have created them. Now it's time to nurture them with love. I close my aura to all except my higher self. Feel rich with the wisdom and gifts that you have received today. If you feel it, you have it. Let's just breathe in the joy of the simple abundance that surrounds us every day. The sunrise, the sunsets, earth moving, spinning, nothing short of miracles. Let's continue to be surprised and stunned by the beauty around us. Feel this world with a loving heart. And as we conclude, let's be grateful to Babaji for this wonderful wisdom. Be grateful for this group energy. And slowly now come back to your body, to your room, wherever you are sitting again, feeling everything, feeling your legs, stretching your legs a bit, slowly moving your palms to your eyes, and beneath your palms, open your eyes softly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Feel this. Remember this experience. Thank you. Thank you, Masters. Thank you so much. Let's slowly come out and use this wisdom that we have gained today in our life. Make it more beautiful.
Thank you, Magic. Beautiful guidance. Opening every petal of our heart just to be in full bloom and enjoy this life fully. No more need to be in doubt. What are we doing? Why we are doing? Once we know that it is all aligned with our own creation. God had that thought with us, His plans for us, and we are on that plan with His will.
Thank you. While you are all slowly trying to come out of your meditative state, I thought I'll take the time to bring your awareness to the fact that we are approaching the full moon now. And the full moon energies are very strong. This is Buddha Purnima coming. So be aware that the full moon, normally every full moon for that matter, influences our emotions. Moon influences the water, right? You know that when there is full moon, the sea rises much higher, right? Those the pattern of the waves goes much different during full moon cycle. So because our body is composed of very large amount of water, 70 to 80%, the full moon impacts our energies also. And water is associated with emotions. So each of you may be experiencing already heightened emotions. This morning when I woke up, I felt that I need to bring everyone's awareness to this fact that emotions will be playing with you. Be aware that because of full moon, everything seems to be exaggerated. Everything, like if someone says 2 words to you and you will feel, oh my God, what the hell is going on, right? This kind of state of mind, be aware of that. Just don't get into any kind of unnecessary arguments or discussions, anything for that matter, right? Be careful and allow, it's just a matter of a few days, right? Full moon is there on the 12th, on Monday. So as we approach closer to full moon, this tendency will rise, and be aware. It's up to us right? It's up to us to be aware and manage this situation. You have to manage your emotions. You will have to manage, knowing fully well that these emotions are not truly my emotions. They are just exaggerated little things. Okay, so just wanted to do that. I have already started experiencing it, so I thought I will just share it with all of you. Some of you will.
It has been happening with me also for past many days, many weeks, I would say. And then, it's good time to release when in awareness, that we are backed up with what we are doing in these practices. So we are backed up already. Every time there's a lower emotions, the supporting one comes together. So it's a deeper release, and then after that, we will feel that, light. We will feel lighter. We will feel easier. So good to release all that is even the tiniest hidden thing is now coming on the surface. Just let it go. That is the purpose of every full moon. But this time, this full moon with having Buddha Purnima, it is going to be very strong. So be with your own practice of unified what we are doing, heart center, and just allow, write as much as you can, because that's the best way of releasing how much we can talk, how much we can share with others, because everybody is going through that, right? So better write and release. And we know now that, okay, this is not of any use, just let it go. It's the mind playing drum. It goes in, that the feeling of loss of its identity. So
Especially in this time when we are doing the unified course, in this week we are strengthening our mind. Remember, as strengthening our heart, right? So the mind is going to play with us as much as it can. It will try to resist as much as it can. And this full moon added to that. Imagine we are dealing with explosion, right? So the mind, what the mind will do, the way mind wants to act as a heart is through emotions. Mind doesn't understand heart, so it will try to heighten our emotions, which are already exaggerated, and it will going to heighten it even further, right? The mind is going to sort of resist our shifting of focus from mind to the heart. So enlivening the heart and strengthening the heart are two things which we are doing right now. Mind will put lot of resistance, and that will come to us through emotion. So be aware. All I'm saying is just being aware is very important. Being aware will help you sort of prevent any unpleasant experience. Just be careful, right? That's what my purpose was. I'm not trying to frighten you or anything. Just know that. And especially this full moon is Gautam Buddha's birthday, right? All Buddha Purnimas are celebrated because of Gautam Buddha's birthday. So he attained enlightenment as well on the same very day. So during full moon, lot of action happens in our space of the mind. Lot of things happen in the mental space. Also know that statistically, most number of people going mad happens on full moon days. So that is the other extreme. People losing the mind and people kind of exiting the mind. Buddha exited the mind, whereas people lose their mind. Kind of same thing, but understand this. So full moon has a role to play in all this. Just being aware is important. If we are aware, we can prevent. Pay attention to your emotions. They will be exaggerated. So if you are getting emotional, discount it by 90%. Bring it to 10%. Say, okay, if I'm feeling so mad, I should feel this much mad. Okay, this much mad, okay, that's fine. Let it go, right? So as Preeti just mentioned, let go. When emotions are arising, they are also healing you. Just let go. Okay? Letting go is very important. So that was what I wanted to add. Now, coming back to the topic, I want to, this morning I had this confusion in my head. So I'm sharing with you. Maybe some of you can throw light on that. When we think of what are my thoughts which prevent me from accessing my all-knowing intelligence, in my mind, the first thought that came was, I know everything. And I know everything is actually the block. Because I think I know everything, I don't try to know more. That is the block. So then, what should be my correcting thought? And the answer that I got was, I am all-knowing intelligence. Think about it a little deeper. I am all-knowing intelligence versus I have all-knowing intelligence. Understand this thing. When you think of it like this, you have a lot of money in the bank account. You don't carry all that money with you all the time, isn't it? You carry part of it, which is your conscious mind. You carry some knowledge as necessary for this time. I carry the knowledge. When I need money, I use my credit card or debit card, whatever, ATM card, which is your yes and no signal, to go get from the bank. So your yes and no signal is your debit card, ATM card. You can go and fetch the knowledge that you need from the bank, and knowing that you have money in the bank is an assurance to you that I am all-knowing intelligence. Right? So when you have lot of that bank balance, now all-knowing means it's the ultimate bank balance. So will you be flaunting that that money to public just like that all the time? You won't. You will already know that it's there. I am that. I don't have to show off to anybody anymore. I am that, right? Being in that mode, that's what will help you remove the inhibition, in that block which prevents you from knowing. This is what I got this morning. So I'm sharing with you. Maybe I'm not very clear. It may feel a little sort of too wordy, but give it a thought.
The all-knowing intelligence has two sides, right? One that doesn't let us live in confidence, and other that makes us feel egoic. Or maybe that block you're saying that I know everything now, I don't need to know anymore. But it's not about that. It's about accessing that is there, that is out there, right? So and that I have the key now. When I need, I can access. So sometimes our higher self doesn't answer some of the questions because that is not important for me, for my plans, for my purpose. So it doesn't mean that I can't access. Maybe the time is not right. So in the coming chapters, we are going to go and understand those if and buts condition where we are not accessing those wisdom. But here, what we are trying majorly to remove that block, because we experience failures, we experience block in our expression, we fear people, we fear failure. And then there's one paragraph that says that the heart will take you to perfection. If you choose to live with heart, it will give you direction to live with perfection, to live with success, to live with the wholeness. So we are trying to go in that direction. And when I know things, I trust myself, I can express myself. I know there might be some great hotshot sitting in front of me, maybe Prakand Gyani of Vedas, but still, if there is something that I can add, I will freely add, not with based on that ego, but what my understanding is, and not holding myself back, thinking less the other person is great and I don't know anything. That kind of blocks we are trying to take away mainly. So today Nehaji corrected that thought that I am creative, I am expressive, and I get that feeling to just be when I know, okay, I trust myself and I am at ease. I'm not manipulating. I'm at ease with the information, with the knowledge that I have.
This is what happens when we are clear about the fact that I am all-knowing intelligence, right? So when you know that you are already all-knowing intelligence, you really don't have to feel less in any way. You operate from that perspective that yes, I am all-knowing intelligence and I know how to use my intelligence when necessary. So now it doesn't mean that you stop learning. Learning is a process of accessing your own wisdom, right? Or even though you know, but it's not in your current paradigm. So by learning, you are awakening that part of your faculties that already knows that, but you are simply making it fresh, enlivening, right? So learning is very important for us to access more and more. And of course, yes and no signal is a easier way to access knowledge. Now, what you do with that knowledge is again a secondary thing. You may be able to access using yes and no, and you may not do anything with it either. It's that way, right? So think about it like if you have a small child and you give the child the ATM card, what will the child do? Go fetch the money, get as much candy as possible, go and eat as much ice cream as possible, and then in a few days kind of reach a state where it doesn't enjoy anything anymore, right? That's what will happen. So be aware that accessing that knowledge comes with responsibility, comes with our own maturity. So we have to very intelligently, very carefully use this ability. This is not a small thing. Once you have this signal, you have access to the deepest knowledge available. So try and understand this thing thoroughly within you, that I have the access. I can fetch it when I need. Whichever type of skill I want, I can fetch it. Whichever type of knowledge I want, I can fetch it. But in my current situation, do I need all of it? It's there in the bank, let it be. Whenever I need, I will fetch it. Right? That attitude will help you. Then you won't kind of digress all the time. This is the purpose of this I am all-knowing intelligence, is to help us stabilize ourselves. Right? Not kind of constantly running around for knowledge.
So this
That is,
chapter has that depth, right? Like you read it first, so someone might fixing his own life, and now you have fixed your life. Now there is another level that now you have access to the whole bank balance, and now you want to put that, why I want to access, and then you are limiting there and putting, and the coming chapters will put us there, what you need and when you need, and that is how things come up in your life as you seek for information. So definitely the wisdom or knowledge enable us, they make us strong, and at the same time we feel capable. And the first paragraph, whatever it says, the basic of all the creation is love. That makes us humble. That makes us grateful and loving. And we become powerfully loving from the God point of view. What love is from God's side, what that true love is. We start expressing that. So that is another layer or level of understanding this chapter and living it more. So gradually we are shifting into the deeper meaning of our being, why we are living, having all this access, all the knowledge, how it is going to change my life, how I'm going to become. So these are all going to be step by step. The more deeper we dig, the more nectar we'll retrieve. So
And I
this,
feel that it depends if you really want that knowledge. Maybe there it is out there, like so many things to learn and feel things. But what you need for your life, the thing that you said, that what do we need for our life? We just need those qualities. That's enough for us for a good life. We don't need that much knowledge. The wisdom to operate in life. That is the only
that's
wisdom we need.
endless anyhow, right? That is endless.
Yeah. So we
What
can
would I
find
do?
out
Like,
about, yeah, go
please
ahead.
go ahead. No, I was just saying, what will I do with by knowing, how the gravity and time works and this galaxy
Yes, exactly.
works? So that's what I.
Yeah.
But here else also in this paragraph I have made this line. The heart doesn't deal with fantasy. It doesn't deal in fantasy. It knows the truth. It is the truth. It is your connection to your whole self, to all intelligence and to all truth. It leads you to right action. Whatever we do, we doubt ourselves, right? Was it right? Did I hurt somebody? Or did I overpower someone? Or, am I really doing right? But the heart tells you, if you are at ease, means you are aligned with the God qualities, with love. And it is going to be fulfilling, and it will take you to success and back to wholeness as we started this journey.
You must have heard me saying open your mind, right? This is the meaning of opening your mind. When you understand that I have it all there in my bank, opening the mind is like using the ATM, right? That is the meaning of opening the mind. Okay, I now don't have to run after it. It is available to me. It will come as I need it. As soon as I need, I will use the ATM. That is the difference it's going to bring to us. It is not a deficiency in me that I need to be worried about all the time. I already am the all-knowing intelligence, right? That's think of the example is that how the elephant walks on the street. Must absolutely no worry about what's around me. Just walking in his own masti. Total. Dogs are constantly barking at him. He's not worried about it. Right? Because he knows I am all powerful being. Right? And with that knowledge is enjoying its being there, living it in that way. And so we have forgotten that we are that. Once we begin to accept that I am all knowing intelligence, I am love, I am light, these statements help us feeling like that elephant. Just feel like that. And then when you walk the street, you will be majestic. This is the purpose of this learning.
As there is no purpose of just accumulating wealth, there is no purpose of just accumulating knowledge also. It just clouds our mind. So it's the very best we read, even if we pick up any book, We just don't burden ourselves with lots of book and lots of different concept and one aspect of it and then another aspect of it, somebody's mind and somebody's head. But allow yourself, leave that trigger now. You are connected with your higher self, that the self that knows all. Allow it to stir. It will open maybe one line in a day, but that will leave you in that joy of all-knowing intelligence. That is another God quality. So thank you,
And there
Shaliji,
is,
bringing this point, right? Don't run around books after books.
yeah, really. I think that's trick of the mind. It tries to hold on. That's how it has been trained to run after things, and that's what it does. Even if it's open to all-knowing intelligence, it will still do what it has been doing. So it will
दो
not
रोटी
stop.
ही खाना है एक दिन. That's the thing. If we
Yeah.
understand that, then it is easy.
Yes.
Especially, knowledge, this degree, studies, everything is optional, and there are many choices also. First, you take self-acceptance, and then you think, okay, what do I do with knowledge? One of the participants, she asked, what do I do with it? How is it going to help me? But see, where am I stuck? See your questions. See how fulfilling you are, and then use that, okay, why it is needed now? Maybe the purpose is different at this point of time.
Good. Thank you. Thank you. Let's listen to Nandini ji. She wants to say something.
Atmavandan, Shailesh sir,
Atman.
Preeti ji, to all the divine souls present here. I would like to add on this topic, like as you were saying on the all-knowing intelligence. Uh, as you explained, that is also very well. And one thing more, I want to give an example on this thing only. Like, although we have enough bank balance, we have enough abundance of money, still, like, everyone want to acquire more. Still people don't stop earning, they keep on adding whatever comes. So same is with the intelligence part also. Like, although we are full of intelligence, and we should perceive that thing, that I am all knowing intelligence, but still, if I am getting it from somewhere, I should keep on accumulating it. There should be always a thirst for it. So that also I wanted to add in this thing, like, from the abundance sense, from the materialistic money sense also, we can think over. Like, although we have enough bank balance, but still, we don't say no to money.
That means we are contradicting ourselves. When I say I have enough money in the bank, then why should I be bringing more? That means it's not enough. Somewhere in
No,
my,
it's not like
somewhere
that.
deep inside me, understand it, just understand. Somewhere deep inside me, there is a
But
lack.
sir, as far as I think, like, no one, if someone is giving you, someone is gifting you something, you won't say no. I have already enough. You will still accept it. It's your perception that how you take it. Still, you have the abundance bank account,
Hmm,
but if you are seeking it from someone, or you are getting it as a gift, or as your own incentive from somewhere, so you don't say no. Like, that's also, we can just you can relate with this part, that although I am all knowing intelligence, still, like, we don't need to feel egoistic for this, and we should keep on gathering it, if from wherever we get. In this session also, even we are getting the intelligence only, the knowledge only. The knowledge part should never stop, I think, from the all over your life. We should keep on accumulating it.
ac-
So that was my point of view, that I just wanted to add. Rest, I don't know, as
yeah,
far as I understand, I just wanted to add this thing also.
yeah. Very good. It's good. Work through this thing though. Keep working through this thing, and you will then reach a point where you will see something different. Okay, just keep working on it.
Yeah, actually, this point just instantly came up to
Hmm.
just as you were explaining. Within a short short of seconds, it came pop up into my mind, so I wanted to share it. It was
Yes.
not a pre-decided thought or anything.
Hmm.
Like it just pop up in my mind within that fraction of second as you were explaining, and I also relate this thought. I thought it also gets fitted here.
I understand it. It fits in your perception, doesn't fit in mine though. That's the difference, right?
It's
So,
okay. It's okay,
um,
sir. It's okay. No
yeah.
problem.
What I'm saying is, and try and understand that we have to continue to learn. But why am I learning? That's where there is a difference. I am not learning for accumulating anything. I already know I am all knowing intelligence, but I'm learning to bring that knowledge back into my practice. Learning is
From
useless
the
if I don't use it in my day-to-day life. What do I do?
Sir,
Let's say
that was
you
just a
have
word to say,
you
like accumulating. We don't stop even spending money. Na? If we have enough money, we can't keep it aside and we shall say, I have nothing. We spend money from that only accumulated account, right? And the same is with the knowledge. If we have the account of knowledge, obviously we will spend it wherever it is required. If we don't have, our account is empty, from where we will spend it, right?
okay. So tell me,
Accumulating is just a word,
give me an
like
give me an example of spending knowledge.
spending knowledge, sir. It can be like in any part, any field of life. There lot of events come where we need to apply our knowledge in our daily life for our own, I don't, right now, I don't have any example to share with, but I think so. There are a lot of daily life. We come across lot of events that we need knowledge. Obviously, we move with wisdom only.
Just think about it. Just think about it, and you digest this information a little more. How will you spend your knowledge? Think about it. It's a very good thought that you have. Now think about it. Okay, then that's when you will begin to realize lots of things, the gaps between knowing and living,
Sir,
and
I shall
then
give you an
that
example.
knowledge is
Like one thing came to my mind just now talking to you. Uh, like suppose we are participating in KBC, right? Quiz contest, and it is all about knowledge only. So if we don't have any knowledge, then how shall we answer the questions?
to you. KBC is all about knowledge. To me, it is just wastage of time, right? So that's
No,
how we
sir, it's
look
just
at things differently, right? It's we have to understand. It's
no.
difficult for
You
me
just
to
ask for an example of
um,
spending the knowledge. That's why I gave an example to you.
spending the knowledge is to me spending. I really don't think in those terms about spending the knowledge, but you have a thought on in that direction. So just go dig deeper in it, right? I only basically learn and then use it. As soon as I learn, then I use it to prove it to myself that what I have learned is right or not. And there are many other things which I learn and forget because they are not useful for me at this point in my life.
Perfect.
Right? If you
Perfect.
have, think
Right.
about it, like you have tons of money in the bank, will you bring all of it out here right now and then spend it?
Obviously, sir. That's what I written in the chat also that you've explained very well. The thing is that you are telling it all knowing intelligence. I just twisted it from the today's materialistic world's point of view. Like
Hmm.
we can see it other way also. Like if
Hmm.
we have enough money, still we crave for more. And there is no harm, and you can keep spending from your accumulated account. So that's it. That's what
That,
I
that
felt that it can also be an example from this point of view.
maybe I don't understand
And
your definition
as
of
you
enough,
told,
right?
using knowledge, I just sent spending knowledge. That's the
Hmm.
difference. One is the
Yeah.
same thing otherwise.
Okay, and spending and using are pretty much the same thing. Spending is also using
Obviously,
money,
sir.
right?
Obviously. Yeah,
They
yeah,
are
yeah.
both.
You use the
It's the
word
same thing.
using the knowledge, right?
Yes.
That's what
We
the one is the same thing. The thought is the same. I just wanted to add from the like other point of view also. We can think over it.
So think about your definition of enough. When will it become enough?
Obviously, sir, when you are satisfied, when you feel contented, it is not for everyone the same.
Hmm.
It's person to person different. Contentment level,
Yes.
someone may get contented in 50 lakh dollars and someone may get contented in 5 lakh only, right?
Correct.
So
Yes.
that's person to person
Hmm.
different statement for the contentment purpose and enough. We can't say it's the same for everyone.
Correct. So that person who is content with 5 lakhs, is he wrong?
No, not at all.
Not. Okay. Now, when that person, that one person who has a limited, I'm not going to number it now, limited amount of wealth, but he is content, he is satisfied, I have enough.
Right.
Will this person be looking to add anything more to his wealth?
Sorry, I can't got your question. Last line, what you said. If
Wi-
this person like has
Will this person be
like
looking
smaller
to
amount
add,
of wealth.
if this person has whatever amount of wealth which he is content with?
Okay, right,
When he says I have enough, that means he is now contented. Okay, he's fine. He says, okay,
right,
I have enough.
right.
Will he be looking for more?
No.
Right. That's what I'm trying to explain.
So, like,
Right.
what do
As
you
long
say,
as
want to
you are,
say?
so as long as you are looking for more, enough has not reached yet.
Okay,
That's what I'm trying to explain. And none of these are wrong. They are all the process of our development. At this point in time, in my current situation in life, whatever I need, as long as it is available, I am content. As if it is even less, little bit less, I am still looking for more. It's not enough yet, right? So same thing goes for knowledge. Is shift from money to knowledge. Same thing goes for knowledge. At this point in time in my life, whatever I need to know, if it is not enough, then I will look for more, and nothing wrong with that. I need to keep looking for more till I feel enough, right? And the difference from person to person is, when does somebody feel it is enough, right? Somebody
obviously,
will
sir.
not
Many
feel
people
enough.
even many people.
Shailesh, please finish your talk. Mandeji, I'm sorry I put you on mute because let him finish.
Yeah. So what I was saying was, when this person who has a limited amount of wealth and he feels it's enough for me, for my current situation, the way I'm living, then he has reached a point of satisfaction. Now he doesn't need any more. It's enough for him, right? Now, but if that person who has, let's say, 50 lakhs, but he says, well, I still need more, right? He will constantly keep going for more and more, and that's okay. That's the part of their growth. They are all growing. Now, which one of them is right? Both of them are right. It's the process of development. Somebody has reached a point of satisfaction, somebody hasn't. And that's where we are all different, right? So, all I'm saying is keep the mind open, because each one of us, like both these people, what is common between the two? They are both abundant. They are both abundance. Remember that. They are made in the image of God, and each one of them is abundance, unlimited. But at this point in time, in life, they have created a boundary around themselves. Right? I know I have everything in the bank. When I need, I can get it. Right now, let me experience this to the fullest. This is what each one of us is doing. Some of them constantly keep searching for more because they first want to have everything and then experience it. Right? They are in a state of being unaware that what I'm trying to fetch is there. It's there. I will fetch it when I need it. That's the difference, right? They are constantly digging and digging. Okay, let me fetch more, let me get more, let me get more. But in the process, they are not in the present where they can practice what they have got.
If the feeling, everything is driven by feeling of lack, it will manifest lack. And if anything that is with contentment, it will manifest contentment. I am enough. I have enough wisdom. I have enough money, enough resources, enough love. Doesn't block me from going further. It keeps that. It multiplies that seed of contentment in me. I don't have to run through in lack or vibrate in that lack frequency. But I just need to keep expressing myself, and that expression changes every time, every day we meet here, we talk, we discuss the same book. The expressions coming differently every day. So, if the feeling of enough is what I did, totally got lost in the conversation because it was continuously interrupted without finishing one. That is why I just kept mute so that we understand what we are talking. And it's not one-to-one, never. It is in a group. So all that we are learning here is going to benefit all of us. It's not anything personal to anybody, right? So abundance, spending knowledge, right? Spending knowledge or using knowledge. Spending means you are decreasing. We don't decrease. And that to knowledge. Knowledge is my experience. Information is out there. We understand what we speak. Our awareness on our words are very important. Okay. So that knowledge is my wisdom, and it only grows when I share. That is the difference in sharing, spending money. When we spend money, we actually spend our energy of love and gratitude. Take anything, everything. You just have this number, and these numbers are abundant. They're uncountable. There's no end to the numbers. Say, feel that moment of paying bills with thanks and gratitude, and embrace anything that we have in our hand with love and gratitude. That remains throughout my life, and that's what I've been seeing since my childhood. Even when the day was there that there was no money to buy next meal, my stomach was filled, my heart was content, and that contentment still is there. Although I quit my job last year, and then there is a long life, but I know I am valuable. The one who has sent me has everything for me. You know, anything that we buy, we pay money, but we value things. We value that food that we feed our family. And that is precious. I mean, that number cannot fulfill all that. We all have to bring that kind of humility to receive when we receive so much from universe. So sharing is always good, but just make it useful. And we don't have to defend. These are all our correcting areas. Very easily we feel that we are at lag, and I'm not able to express. If I'm not able to express, because my thoughts are not clear. So these are the thoughts I want to replace, bring my awareness. When I'm replacing, what I'm doing, at my heart space, I am writing, noticing what I am working with, because this life is not here just to, be on the rosy bed. It will bring us new experiences that is not there in the past. And then we have to create those thoughts and add those thoughts, create a newer thought, and then start living that. I'm just taking my awareness there. In my subconscious deep or somewhere it is hidden. So thank you so much. Nandini ji, anything you want to add or ask, please feel free. Anybody else wants to talk?
It's okay, Preeti ji, please continue. It's okay, no, nothing to say more.
Thank you.
Namaste, sir. आपकी और sorry, I heard about the discussion taking place between Nandini ji and Shailesh sir, and I wondered where would we place Warren Buffett. Bill Gates is one person who's working. I do not know, but he's got lots of money. He's still making money. I will not say accumulating money. I will say he's making money. And then there is Warren Buffett also. He tells everybody to pursue passions. Money will come. So he is one character. He seems to be having some God qualities also. Believes in abundance. Says that money will come. But probably Warren Buffett shouldn't.
You see the nature, how it works. When they were talking, I was just seeing the nature. So the seed, one seed brings that tree and then the fruit, and then it keeps on growing, the further seeds grow and then further trees grow, and it's in continuation. That's what we become. And our state is that of that God quality of abundance. So Warren Buffett earning money, having money is not bad. What he's manifesting is he's playing with numbers. He is not attached with that, but he is playing with numbers in his abundance, in his mindset. That I have enough.
Yeah.
Only brings
Probably believing that I am abundance requires me to be unattached with anything. Because once you have abundance of something, it could be health, it could be financial abundance, it could be health abundance, it could be other things. That means you are not sticking to something to achieve that. You're not running after that. Now, that feeling of lack goes and then abundance comes, right? So if somebody is operating with that sense, that there is the sense of lack is missing there, then probably nothing is bad. But seriously speaking, I think I shouldn't be talking about that. We've already crossed our 2 hours limit, and probably it's not worth further discussion. So thank you very much. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
I'm
So,
just
sir, so your discussion
repeating.
was going on and on. So the thoughts about Warren Buffett and Bill Gates, etc. I thought these people, they are doing just for the sake of doing. I mean, and they definitely are setting a good example also for people that keep on working.
I don't know enough about any of these people. I just know superficially, yes, they are the richest people, stuff like that. But as per people,
Yeah.
I don't know them, right? So I would reserve any comments in that area. But yes, abundance is our state of mind. If we are able to reach that state where we feel everything is enough, then we have reached abundance. For me, it is abundance, right? In my mind, when I think everything is enough, my health is enough, my money is enough, right? My relationships are enough. And I do not want anymore, I have reached abundance. In your viewpoint, it may not be, right? Kabir Das, for example, wasn't educated. What would they think about him? In people's view, uneducated. But he himself gave all that abundance through his words. And to date, we are researching on what he said. Right? So, the abundance is in me. If I feel abundant in me, then I have reached enough. Then my wants will not be there anymore. There won't be wants. But like you gave the example, Nandini ji was also mentioning, if the wealth is continuing to grow, that's a natural progression. I may not be doing anything, but the wealth is growing on its own. That is nature. That's how nature works. The abundance is unlimited. It doesn't have a number associated with it. So it continues to grow.
And we all are different, right? And in his soul plan, it might be to experience the infinite amount of wealth. At the end, Buddha had that money, power, state, country, king, everything he had. But why he chose this? And that is very enlightening. If you see, at that time he could have forced to people to practice what he learned. But being a king, right? If he go back to the throne and then he make everybody, okay, I know this is the truth, and then you need to live like this and practice this and do this, otherwise, he didn't do all that. He felt his wholeness in his expression, walking barefoot, meeting people who are keen to knowledge, who are ready for that. So in this while, many lifetimes, we are preparing ourselves to be that, to have value for knowledge, to have value to see what God has offered me. And then in that receivership, we just become that, that then the tears flows, and we have all experienced that feeling of being one with God. It's no other feelings, even if you have tons and tons of money, you are just going to eat two chapati or that, or maybe some pizza or someday something, but that's more than that. What will you do with that much of money? That's the thing. What we are spending here, looking at money in that terms, but if we have this knowledge every day, we are in a unique expression of the same knowledge, talking to somebody, maybe a lawyer, maybe a doctor, engineer, or a financial corporate super shot. Am I comfortable speaking there? Am I comfortable? Who am I? Or am I feeling less in front of him? If I am in that state, we are well practiced, unified. That's what it is teaching, to be who you are, to accept who you are, and then there is infinite, there is abundance, and then you have access to everything and you are everything.
We hear many of the masters saying that you can achieve enlightenment here, right now. What does that actually mean? That only means that you can shift your mind and achieve it right now, if you want. In Osho's narrations, there's a story about Alexander the Great. When he was coming towards the east, he met with, I forget the name of some Sufi saint, some kind of saint person, living naked by the side of the river and lying peacefully, happily lying there. And he asked he talked to this person, but I have heard about you. He may be asking something, but the saint person asked him, why are you fighting the battles? So Alexander says, I want to expand my kingdom. He said, okay, once you have expanded your kingdom, what will you do? He said, oh, I have to conquer the entire planet Earth. I have to conquer. He said, okay, after you conquer the entire planet Earth, what will you do? Alexander said, then I will rest peacefully. Then he said, well, you can do it right now. Come, stay here with me. Forget everything. I am sitting here restfully, peacefully, staying here, my life, just like that. Come, sit with me, stay here. And you will be peaceful already. Why you have to waste all the time and energy? That is the difference. Shift of the mind. This is how I was trying to explain abundance to you, right? It is just in the mind. We create that. My concept of being peaceful and restful is associated with this. When I have $1 trillion in my bank account, I will be able to now take rest. Till that time, what am I doing? With all that millions and billions of dollars, not yet trillion, but with that $1 billion, what am I doing? Am I at rest or not? This is the shift in mind. We have to understand that. So Buddha was able to renounce everything in an instant. How? Just by a shift in the thought. So we have to be conscious and aware that it is my own mind which is blocking me from reaching that abundance, from reaching or experiencing the qualities of God. I can experience the qualities of God now and here if I bring that shift. The definition of enough. That's all that matters. Trust me on that. Everything else is secondary.
I think Louis' very famous affirmation is this: I am enough. And it's a beautiful thing, always. Even if we do wrong, but we come to that point that we convince ourselves it was just an experience in the journey of learning. That's all it needs, That's comforting it is. Very beautiful line written by Annaji today. I feel the all-knowing intelligence is for me to trust in my own power and to feel whole. That's what it says. When you live with your heart, you live in contentment. Success comes to you. Money comes to you. It's not that you are out of nature. It's the nature that is abundance. That is bringing you everything. If you trust in that, if you look around, you are expressing, oh my God, I have so much to eat today, such a colorful salad plate, so many varieties. If my words are only expressing the hugeness of sky or innumerable star and seeing appreciation or bringing, that awareness to those words of abundance, that's where everything shifts. That's when everything shifts. If you ask Warren Buffett, he's not saving any money for his children. He doesn't want to. He knows that they are enough and they can create on their own. He doesn't have to pass them balance, and then generation to generation he has to do that. That's not the intent here. He's just playing with numbers. That's what I know, because my husband is a big fan of him. And I have the whole talk going around in my home about Charlie Munger and Warren Buffett and all those hotshot people in finance world, corporate. So they are not bad. Having money, not bad. Earning money, not bad. In that process, who we are, that is all it is.
This is a topic which is never ending. It will keep going. We are way past our time. Let's listen to Kumarji quickly and then conclude the session for today. all the masters, please remember, emotions are going to go very high. This is full moon time. Please, please, please be in awareness. Yes, Kumarji.
Namaskar, all master, Pritiji, Sailesi, all participant. I just say something about Nalini, Naliniji's questions, and we all listened. And I would like to say Naliniji, she had a thought, and then she would like to add. Is that useful? So there's some medical terms, say RX, SOS. If that's fit in this particular thing, add value, try to add in. But Naliniji, please hold this thought. It's going to disappear down the road, okay? Just put it in the note. And then the unified is completely different. What the Babaji said, it's the next level. You were right. Whatever your thought process and thinking, it's right. But the unified is next level. Everybody knows, right? So I would like to add one more thing because of how I felt since my childhood, college day, and discussion, group discussion. When you have questions, and if you planning to ask or participate to ask, and that questions hold you not to listening. So I'm not saying you, I'm talking to myself, okay? All the master, forgive me. I'm talking myself. When you have a holding any thought and participate in discussion, group discussion, any matter, and you are not listening. So what I do, and very long practice, I was planning to say last week, but I was busy. So what I do, I write it down. Whatever I thought I would be asking, and this unified or my classroom or anywhere, right? I write it down, whatever I want to participate, and then you can listen to participate. Similar way, when you do kumbhak rechak, anapanasati, if you kumbhak rechak, if you hold the kumbhak or rechak, either way, you don't have any thought inside. The similar way, if you have a questions, and even you are raising the hand and keep reminding yourself what question would be, I'm asking in this group, let's say this participating in Unified, right? I raise a hand and I keep thinking, what should I asking and how you respond? You are in loop. I don't want to listen. Since I raised my hand 10 minutes, I don't listen any conversation this 10 minutes. This is very, my experience is there's no good. I write it down and listen. And by the time I should be asking, there is no question anymore left. It's all disappeared because I already asked, other people answer it, right? So this is my thing. Nandini keep holding these things. It's going to disappear. Unified Babaji teaching is different. And then there's nothing wrong to have. Even Warren Buffett and already discussion is already taking place. The one guy is how many Warren Buffett in planet? 8 billion, right? So this kind of discipline, but Babaji teaching here, it's next level. You can be, it's going to mystify when they're 24 chapters went over. That's the only thing I would like to contribute. Please forgive me. Okay. This is talking to myself. All right. Thank you.
I
Thank you
just
so much,
loved
man.
your talk on, raising my hand for 10 minutes. Sorry about that.
No.
A lot.
I don't listen because you have to have discipline to
I
write it
agree.
down
I
and only
agree.
listen to other people what say it. Because my question already answered, I could lower the hand. So this is I noticed since my childhood, right? I don't listen for the other people talking. This is the discussion in happening in Nalanda. I engaged what kind of professor there that time, right? There is a Nalanda was there, the university, coming from worldwide, have a discussion. It's similar to here, right here, Unified. We're doing, it's no different than Nalanda, no different than Harvard, whatever name give it to the Oxford. It's
Oh
this
my God.
happening right here. This is, you cannot get it, you know? Thank you so much. Please continue. Please, I stop. Yeah. Thank you so much, Almas. Okay.
Sometimes you really make us speechless. Like many times I've felt your sharing. Sometimes, it just touches me so much. But um,
Yes.
sometimes when Shailesh is speaking, even I get a lot of thoughts. Like these two people were talking, and I was seeing abundance in nature. How can I go away from that? That nature is that such that it is rewarding. So that's how it keeps coming. Even if we do not do much, I don't have to go and run a marathon to get money if because I'm not earning right now. But if I value myself, whatever I am doing, that could be, helping me, supporting me in my need. Am I value myself enough? That comes from that self-acceptance, self-respect.
Yeah.
So, and many times, many masters come to share their experience. That is also welcome. We say experience sharing or ask questions. So, ask questions, share your experience. But in that sharing, the most beautiful things happen that many of the talk comes out. Like I wanted to listen what Shailesh was saying in that moment. He was explaining abundance mindset, and it is his favorite topic because he is living that way. So it's his experience of life coming to this age and seeing himself in that way. So that becomes wisdom. And now, if that helps me, I take it. If it doesn't sound resonate with me, I leave it. I don't have to be in anger or narazgi, right? We don't have to be in agreement.
It
Absolutely.
just would like to conclude that part of it, right? So I am very happy that we have participants like Nalini ji in our group. They are the lifeline, I would say, for this program's success. Why? Because they ask really provoking questions. Very good. I'm really grateful that these questions appear in our discussion so that we can investigate our own thoughts, right? Each one of us. So um, we may not have answer for all the questions all the time, right? I can only answer to the extent I know, right? I may not know many things, at least in this frame, right? I have access to all-knowing intelligence just like each one of you, right? But at this point in time, depending on what the scenario is like, for me, that's the amount of intelligence available. I have withdrawn that much money from the bank, right? And I'm
No,
sharing.
it's about right and wrong. That could be dependent, right? If somebody's what you are sharing is not right as per others, so that is their wisdom. That is also coming from wisdom, right?
Yes,
So you are
absolutely.
speaking also from wisdom. So it's come now. It comes. I agree or I disagree. And that's okay. It's totally free will, because
Absolutely.
until and we are not supposed to be accepting. And many times I've said, like, many of our thought conflicts, and we know that, and that's okay,
Each one of us has to continue our own, because we are all different in our mind. We are different, right? So our way of learning is also different. Our way of accepting information, our way of handling information is also different. Each one of us processes it differently and is perfectly okay. There is nothing called wrong. Babaji has taught this to us, right? Everything is there for a reason, for us to be able to, and in a group like this, helping each other evolve our thinking patterns, right? So maybe something from Nandini ji that I hear will trigger something in me. And that trigger is going to take me deep in my knowledge. Well, hey, you forgot about this thing. Now go and look at it, right? That's what happens. So to me, all of your questions are very, very welcome. I'm grateful that you guys participate, ask questions. It's important for all of us, right? And there's another one here in this group right now, raised hand, who tells me openly on the face, There are a lot of things that you say, Shaileji, I don't agree with. And I respectfully accept it. Absolutely nothing wrong. I mean, I'm not a preacher. I am only sharing what I know, right? All of you have to make your own choice with what you hear, how much you take in, how much you leave out, right? Very good.
That is our integrity, right? I also do not agree at that immediately. Until unless it becomes my experience, then I go and tell him, okay, you were right. That is what clicked me. And sometimes he will come and tell me. So
Yes.
it's not winning or losing. It's just expanding and understanding, taking. So definitely adding, like for till my journey, till this point, whenever I have shared in public, even if I started with a very silly question in Buddha's Rio program in front of 1,000 people. Here we are just 30, 40, 50. It doesn't take more long, right? But there were 1,000 people sitting, and I started asking question as if like, who is there to answer all my question? And I started asking silly questions. I felt that was the most healing experience I had. Because as Shalishi said, it took me deeper. That's what happened. Now, tonight, I might think more deeply, agree, resonate, ask question, converse. And then in that conversation, my higher self aligns. It comes and it helps me. My all-knowing wisdom. That is my higher self, not a person. The unconditional love. With that love, it comes. With that trust, it comes. It shakes, it pat us our back. It tells us, I'm there to support you no matter what. And then we start that conversation. And yesterday I wrote about this self-respect, right? If we have things in our home and we keep looking around, asking door to door, are we keeping that integrity with ourselves? So if we respect things, we value things, right? So that is my wisdom, my whole self. If I'm not looking at with gratitude, seeking every first knock, I don't do there. I don't go and ask there, okay, can you please tell me this? What am I going through? And I want to learn about this experience. What have I missed? What thought is not right? Can you give me some correcting thoughts also? And that brings, with this all knowing, enlivened heart, open heart, what are we going to do? Is going to live this life fully. So far, we have been living it superficially, somehow masking, manipulating, managing. But when we will become our true expression, we are waiting for that moment. Then we don't need anybody's acceptance, approval. We will be who we are in that field of joy and love. गीता जी को सुन ले.
Thank you.
Actually, it's just that I thought that there were so many messages in the chat, and my request for having a special session on Buddha Purnima by Shailesh like Preeti ji was saying, we absolutely love to hear. I mean, everybody at mute, and Shailesh sir speaking on Buddha Purnima will be a dream come true. So, of course, you have some weekend plans, I understand. No, sir, it will be good. I mean, if we all expand, I think. In the end, uh, like Preeti ji said, we may agree, we may disagree, but ultimately it leads to our expansion, to looking within why we are thinking like this and the other person thinks like that. And the moment when we respect everything, I respect myself, that is self acceptance, and I accept others also with their views. So there is so much of expansion. And through this discussion which took place today, and which Kumarji referred to as Nalanda, wow. So many Gyanis contributing, and of course, leading to a mass expansion. So, if you can give us some time on Buddha Purnima, that would be
Buddha
really.
Purnima Day, we are starting chapter 12. Focus on that. That is the most
No, no,
beautiful
ma'am.
chapter, living in flow.
That slot is of course booked for this, but maybe the night, your night, American night, or Indian night, whatever you choose. Maybe you
People
can
will be
just
busy
underline.
attending full moon meditations already, So we have a great shift going on already. Don't just think that Buddha Purnima energy started today. It has been going on because
Yeah.
it's moon. It started when the last full moon ended, I think. And that shift, that heaviness, or that so much of energies are there. Just be silent, integrate, enjoy, because now you are enough.
True, very true.
Yeah. The On Buddha Purnima day, I will try to keep silent because that is the easiest way of controlling the emotions.
You cannot keep silence. That day you have to do, oh, okay, book reading.
Yeah, but whatever I have experienced and whatever flows through me every time I talk is always available to all of you, right? It's whenever we are in session, this is what I do. And of course, specific questions if you have, I try to answer to the best of my ability. Sometimes it may not be satisfactory, but most of the time I think I can satisfy people.
So your love shows in your answers. Since you
Yes.
have done the job to the best of your ability, I think this is what matters, Anna.
Yes, yeah, I don't have really anything anymore to hide. That's where I am, right? In my own state of mind. That's where I am, right? So whatever I have is expressed naturally and automatically through my face and through my talk.
I think it happens, you do not hesitate to express. That is the point. I think you reach slowly there. No masking, no pleasing others. And that is what is nature is like. Very the love that we are trying to understand is, Shaliji said, it's not always rosy. We have this volcano and everything in this nature, and we thought that nature is imperfect, but it is a true perfection. So let us bring our focus back on this chapter, the first paragraph, what it is, because it is being connected with chapter number 4, chapter number 7, and many others, 9, 10, 11, everything. We are connecting. Bring that connection and start, digging deeper. It opens up so much that, okay, we start flowing easily the way we are. Every time there will be resistance, and we will come to know about it. And then we will be free. We'll feel free, liberty. So just enjoy this journey. Last 2-3 days remaining for Hindi group for this practice. It will lead us to next very beautiful chapter where we will be open for love, because now I have made myself powerful, myself strong. Now I exist. I have the wisdom, and now I want to free flowing, freely flowing, and that's the next chapter is. So it's beautifully aligned with full moon energy, how we want to manifest our true self. That is what we are practicing. So apart from silence, these practices are going to clean us, make us more of who we truly are in this body, in this unique expression that we have chosen.
Yes. Okay, Sayuri
So
wants to
many,
say something.
messages in the chat.
Yeah. Yes, Sayuri, you can unmute.
Hello, Atma Bandhan Silesa, pretty ma'am.
Atmandan.
I yeah, I think Neha ma'am has already left. I just want to ask. We are talking about the emotion about Purnima, Buddha Purnima. I left the message, but I never. I really want to know, like, during the Buddha or any kind of Purnima, do we only get the emotion side, or we also get the excitement?
Both.
Both?
Excitement is also an emotion only, right?
Okay.
Yeah. Emotion. Understand what emotion is. Emotion
Oh,
is energy in motion,
okay.
and
So, sorry, sir. Are we talking about like the sadness emotion or like the happiness excitement?
everything. They are all emotions.
Oh, okay.
Understand, the mind doesn't understand feeling. Mind doesn't understand feeling. It's a logical machine. So what it does is it tries to simulate feelings through what we call as emotions. It creates
Mm-hmm.
energy, bursts of energy, which we call emotion. Those bursts of energy will come in
Mm-hmm.
any form. You could be crying, you could be laughing, you could be jumping, you could be doing anything.
Okay.
These bursts of energy are called emotions. And this is how mind expresses itself as a feeling. But heart, the feeling in the heart is a very totally different thing altogether. Right? This is why
Mm-hmm.
during full moon, our emotions get heightened. They get
Okay.
I wouldn't say heightened, it's say amplified.
Amplified. Okay.
For no reason. The only reason is full moon energy. That's it. Right? So
It
it's
is.
emotion is already energy, and full moon is adding more energy to it.
Ah, okay. I got it.
Right?
Because like,
So it's all the mental thing though. Remember, it's mental thing.
mm,
Okay?
ah,
So mind will amplify everything to make it look big.
mm-hmm.
And that is the cause of our emotions. Oh my God, what is he saying? This is too much. I can't handle it. Those kind of things.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It will be just unnecessarily amplified emotion. In your normal state of mind, you won't get that feeling at all.
Right.
Right? So this is what is the meaning of being aware of moon's energy right now. And the easiest way to manage it is keep quiet. That way you won't burst out, right? You won't be spilling the beans. Oh, this is what is
Oh,
going on in me. Just keep quiet. Allow the time to
oh.
handle it.
So that's the meaning you said. Like you need to like stay silent.
Yes, that is the purpose of staying silent, right? Most
Okay.
of us, we can handle, it's the easiest way of handling this,
Mm.
right?
And also we
But
can write the thoughts,
you can
our
write down,
thoughts.
you can definitely write down your thoughts, whatever it is. And the those who are meditators, for them it's even better because through meditation, what they can do, they not only remain silent but also process that emotional energy out,
Okay. Okay.
right? Those who are not meditating will actually get pressure within and they are bound to burst.
Okay. Because
That's
this
the
time,
difference.
because this is like my first ever Purnima. So I was trying to experience some. I want to like collect some more experience. How does it things like after doing long like meditation? This is my first time. So yeah, thank you so much, sir.
Yes, this is also the reason why they recommend during full moon days do whole night meditation, things like that. The purpose is only that allow your system to um, facilitate the energy passing out through you.
Okay.
That's about all. That's the understanding that I have about meditating during full moon.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I got it now. And also, can I mention to Pretty Ma'am?
Yeah.
Uh, like I really like the example that you gave it about Buddha, that you said like if Buddha has knowledge and then he was king already, he could have forced to the people to follow his path, and then he could have asked his all people to do as he want, right? But then that makes like really sense. Thank you so much. It was like a great example.
And
Thank you,
that era
Preeti.
was like that, where everything was forced. You're forced to
Yes,
practice, you're forced to practice that. Then he could have brought another thing to be forced. But it was
yes.
his experience, and he knew what he went through in that journey, and who will be valuing it.
And yeah, I also did realize like it was like the perfect example of the like in the perfect situation. So thank you. It was like an eye opening.
Wish you the best, Ayuri. I'm very happy for you always. You
Thank
practice all this at a very early age, and just
yeah,
share
yeah, I
all your
I also
questions or concerns.
thank you, because I sometimes I also tend to bug my mother too much, like asking stupid questions. So I got like the perfect example today. Thank you so much for putting that example right away. It was like really eye opening.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What Buddha was doing, what he achieved was through a switch in the mind, right? Now,
Yes.
is it possible for anybody to force a switch in somebody's mind? Not
No,
possible. We
not
are all
possible.
owners of our mind, each one of us. We are the only one who can switch. Nobody else can do anything about it. And Buddha knew this. That's why he only made people do some of these practices which I did. Maybe it will help you.
Mm,
That's the thing to do. This is what I also keep on urging to all of you, is all the time I just say, well, okay, this is what I know. I have gone through this experience. This is what I have understood. It may
yes.
or may not make sense. That's okay. This is my mind, right? And each one of you, this little example that I have given today about that story of Alexander and that saint there,
Mm,
Alexander did not understand what was given to him at that time. He could very easily, because that saint said, I have enough space here for two of us. Just leave everything, be here and enjoy. Why push it to future? You can do it right now, right here. Our problem is we have this thing called money in between. It money is, if you go, you guys will have to someday understand what money is. Once you understand it, you will understand, well, okay, why am I running after money? This you will understand.
That is another big concept in itself. And
Yes, yeah. So I
let's
won't
see
touch
what,
that.
yeah.
Thank you.
anyway, thank
Thank
you,
you.
thank
Thank
you,
you.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, all masters.
Yeah. So everybody remember, at home, enjoy your peace. Do not interfere, nudge, get into troubles, hanging each other. Everybody is lunatic this full moon. So just know that we are in that world where everything is, bombarding each other and messing up. So be especially careful and do internalize your practice. Rinkuji is saying it's her birthday on full moon, and she is hoping there will be no chaos at home. And so just enjoy, let people celebrate your birthday the way they want. I know it's always like that. Um, and I will take a leave from all of you. Sorry, Grace ji, I'll miss your sharing. I'll listen on YouTube later. Thank you, everybody, and see you all tomorrow.
Thank you. Yes, Gracie.
Yes, Shaileshi, I will not take more time because I know the session is almost at the end. But first of all, I really wanted to say thank you to you and Preeti ji for all these wonderful sessions. They are really amazing. Every day, it's a different experience, different opening. And I don't know, like we all say thank you to you, we all say gratitude and all that. But I don't know how much do you guys realize what you are giving to us. I don't know that, but I would like to share something here. Last year, I was trying to look for something like that for the manifestation techniques and all that. And I ended up getting in touch with some people who teach you all these manifestation techniques. I don't know whatever techniques they had, but those were charging between $12,000 to $15,000 for 6 months, and that was once a week session. They give you the homework, and then they check it and they correct it, and then next week, whatever it is, it is. So I want everybody to realize, and I don't know, like, you guys, that's what I'm saying, you guys don't realize what you're giving to us, but each of us, like me, I know what I'm getting from you guys. Like day by day, the way you put your efforts, your love, your, your understanding, your wisdom sharing with us, and for such a long time, like, so that's all I wanted to say. I'm really, really, really so thankful to you and Preeti ji. Thank you so much. You're changing our lives practically. It's not that like some miracles happening. You're giving us the tools that can change our this life, next life, life after that. That's all I wanted to say. Very much grateful to both of you. So much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We are
Thank you, sir.
really grateful that it. I don't know if we are actually giving you anything, but you are receiving. That is important, right? You are receiving means what? You are giving value to what you are learning. You are investing your time, and you are putting in your effort also in working with yourself, right? So actually, it's all your contribution only. We are
But this thing,
figures.
this thing only came out because of you guys. That's why I said the other day, like I'm thankful to Roger, to Babaji, but before that, I'm thankful to both of you because you are the direct source, you know, through whoever. But yeah, thank you so much. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much.
We are really grateful that being
Yeah.
it's being helpful for all of you. That's the best thing we can
Yes.
look for. Thank you so much. Thank you, masters. Thank you, Grace
Thank
ji.
you.
So
Bye
we will
bye.
get
Yeah.
together again tomorrow. It's almost
Sure.